Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a great day. So, for today's video, we are going to be playing more rapid. Yes, we get white. Okay, so let's keep playing the... Okay. Alright, we have the Dutch. We have the Dutch, ladies and gents. So, we are still going to play the London. And, I might try to imply something new depending on what our opponent is doing. Let's see. This is the first time I really try to play the London against this. So, okay, our opponent is really trying to play the e5 stuff. I think I'm going to play h3. If e5 would drop the bishop back to h2, it's completely fine. There's just been always somewhat like semi-viable opening that I really don't like. So let's play knight to f3. If Okay, our opponent just got careless and didn't care about. He didn't. he, he forgot knight f3 attacks e5. So yeah, I don't know. So let's take. Okay, we are just up a clean pawn. This is why you can never get careless about in the opening, because I mean, yeah, anything can happen in this case. So I think we can castle, right? We can just castle. I mean, and we should kiss castle. There's no reason not to. Now the question is, well, I actually think that bishop d3 is great, right? Because I I want to be able to play knight c3 without this rook really penetrating. Although if rook's d2, I just play a bishop c3 anyway, d3 anyways. But another problem is that so bishop d3. I actually want to play knight d2, knight f3 more rather than playing knight c3 because the knight on c3 doesn't really serve a good purpose. So I think I'm going to play bishop d3. And let's see what our opponent does. If knight d5 is played, we're going to play a3, preventing knight b4. Okay, knight d7. Knight d7, we can drop the bishop back here. We could also drop the bishop back here. Now, which way do I want to go? I think probably here. If here takes. I think we're going to drop back to c3. Bishop f6 is likely to come. Most likely going to come. So. Okay, we have knight c5 instead. Oh, that's actually a really good maneuver. And now rook d1. Okay, there's no bishop c4. That's pretty important. There's no rook bishop c4 because we can take with check. Otherwise, it would have been a little bad due to the fact that he gets knight e4 in. Oh, he still gets knight e4 in, which is not great. Yeah. Okay, I think we are going to just drop the bishop all the way to e1 here. Okay, we're messing up a little bit, but I think we're still better here. If we can get the knight into the game, I think we are going to be fine. Okay. So this is what I was worried the most about is this. We don't have time to play f3 because bishop takes. And c3 blocks this bishop out completely. So yeah, okay, this doesn't seem so simple anymore. c3, then if we get play c3, then he just stacks the rooks on this. Actually, can he even stack it? Well, yeah, yes, he can. I mean, let's say c3, rook d7, knight a3, rook d8, bishop c2. After everything's straight, our pawn on a2 will be hanging as well. So it's a little sad. Sad fact. But there's nothing we can really do. I think we just have to bite the bullet and get the double pawn here. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, he didn't take? Okay, well, then I can just play bishop e2, right? Nothing wrong. Okay, that was really weird. I guess I was overthinking for no reason. Uh, I think takes 6, rook d1 seems fine to me. I don't see any issue. Although I think I should play a3 and get this thing out of the radar. I think I'm gonna play king f1 first, just to see what uh what black would do. Black slightly going to play king e7, which doesn't really change anything. He still can play a3, get this out of the way. Okay, b5. We can play bishop f3, but that runs into b4, which is very annoying. So let's play a3, a5. So let's trade the rooks. I think there's no real reason to attack this right away. And we trade this off, and we take with a knight. And now this is a weakness, and this is also a weakness. So now this is just basically an endgame where I'm just up a clean pawn. My pieces are a little bit passive, but at least it is doing its job. Okay. Bishop f3. Bishop f3, bishop d5 induce a little bit more weaknesses. So let's see. I think bishop f3 is okay. Oh, bishop f3. Okay, that was a bad one. Oh, that was not good. Let's go knight c3. Let's see what our opponent is trying to do here. The trade here doesn't really work for black, so I'm happy to see this if it happens. Okay. Knight to e4. I guess quite a creative move. I'm fine to take that. But now it's just a question of, do I play c3 or b4? I could play... The problem with b4... Well, what's the problem with b4? It's a4, right? a4 to c4. Yeah. So let's play b4. a4 to c4, knight d6. Yeah, he doesn't even bothered. Oh, I should. What am I doing? Oh yeah, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine for me to take with that. Okay, now King D5 is likely to come, right? So let's play F3. He just takes right away. Doesn't even consider anything. Okay, knight D8. Reasonable, reasonable. Now let's start activating our king. Because the knight right now is in a very awkward spot. Our bishop at least now had some more diagonals to play with. Play around with. Okay, G6. I think we just keep going with our king. Just preventing bishop c3. And so that now we can actually move the bishop away. Okay. Let's play bishop g3. King d7. Let's play e4 now. Let's play e4, trying to push e5 and make something happen. Okay. Now e6. Let's play e5. Bishop e7. Let's play bishop e4. Let's see if black plays g5 or not. G5 we just go bishop f5. Oh wait, I forgot I blundered this, but well, this is still but this is good for us, right? Yeah, this is good. This is good. It's not a, this is good because now there are actually imbalances in the position now. So let's play bishop h4. Bishop e7, we just play bishop f6, and there's no knight e8, which is important. Knight f5, we just take. We have 2 pawns. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good resilience from our opponent. Let's play king e4. Now our opponent would definitely try to start pushing on this side. Yeah, I expected that. So we could play g4 and completely annihilate this knight, but actually now I realize the bishop can't really move that peacefully either. Um, let's play g4. Let's just trade this off. Let's see where this goes. This is getting a little bit intense. Quite intense here. I don't know if this is still winning or not. He definitely has to be careful because the problem with b4 is that if I get control of the light squares, the response will not really move forward. Okay. Um, let's play bishop a7. King f7. We're going to go king d5 because again we have all the controls that we want in the light squares. So although wait, yeah, king d5 knight e6 might be slightly annoying. Wait. Okay, let's go here. Let's go g5. G5, g6. Because knight e6, we just go g6 anyway. We don't care. Um, this is actually quite a hard endgame. Play this. Play this. Knight c5, king d5. I think we're okay. Because also we have bishop f7 and g7 as well. Bishop f7, g7, knight c5, king d5. We might actually king d7 just lose on the spot because we have g7. Yeah, I think he definitely had to move the bishop here. c5, king d5. Now this is pretty much, it is pretty movable technically. Oh, wait, this is checkmate. Okay. What a nice checkmate. Oh my god, I didn't. He walked into checkmate himself. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Wait, this is so nice. Okay, so let's look at this a little bit. Let's go through this really quickly. E5, E3, sorry. Bishop here. Okay, so I'm supposed to play this. Nice 5. Okay, I don't care. Wow. Okay. The dodge is always something like that is very tricky, especially with this bishop, because a lot of times I don't really know if I should keep the bishop or not. So, but apparently it's fine. There. Yeah, and e4, I think this is probably a good version, really good already. If e4 knight fd2, I already have a very clear plan to, so c4, c6, knight c3, d5. Okay, I'm not supposed to castle queenside, I guess, but I can castle here and then start playing breaking the center because black, I don't think black can keep the center forever. And then I don't. This is not really playable. C5, yeah, and then we can play like this. There's a lot. Because this London bishop is a monster on this diagonal. This bishop is, I mean, absolutely garbage basically. But black castle and forgot that the pawn is hanging, so yeah, here I had to play 92, but I castle, which is a pretty bad move because now I can. Because here at least I can still play, and you're not scared of this. Oh, castle queenside. That's a good idea. Castles takes key one. Yeah, but I missed it, and I played castle. I castled too quickly without any sort of consideration, and so the rest of the game became very hard for absolutely no reason. Yeah, I should have played bishop e2. Well, bishop e2 runs into this, which I didn't really want. It's very ugly, but I kind of have to because I blunder. So yeah, it was still better for me because I'm up a pawn, but at least now black actually have some sort of compensation. Oops, takes here, takes a4, but to play this. Bishop f3. Oh, this is fine. Yeah, so this is the right idea. Because what this does, it just induces the weakness of these two pawns. Because um since black no longer has a light square bishop, and these two pawns are basically control. Of course, black can still push it, but what happens is that these two pawns will eventually be isolated, and this pawn alone is enough to stop both of it with the support of the king. So, but I missed it, and I panicked a little bit, and I went back bishop e2, and he should have just taken. He went there instead and allowed me to play knight c3, and then here it's just weird. b3 is good, and I missed it again, and I played b4. And our opponent, of course, should have played a4, allowing c4. I guess it's the same. Actually, oh, now this is going back to equal. Because b4, a4, knight d6 is really good. Because now I essentially cannot break this pawn. Oh, and this pawn is going to be weak as well. Oh, goodness. And my bishop's pairs. Atrocious. But anyways, he played that, and then he played takes, which is very lucky for me. And then, so play F. I think F3 is fine, yeah. Okay, C4. Should have looked at it, I guess. No, don't take this, please. You don't want to have like more drawing chances. Yeah, this. Oh, you have to find bishop d1. That's a little bit ridiculous, though. I guess you have to play this. But this is also ridiculous to find in the end game. So I play f3. And I blunder again. I should have taken with this so I can support the center pawns. But I didn't. I took with the bishop. And then he put himself in a sort of a bad spot. And yeah, I definitely make a lot of blunder this game. e4 was bad. I should have just played this immediately. They're here and just basically force black to have this type of structure. Bishop b8, and then you move it back here, and then you just start attacking. But I play e4. Lucky he didn't find this. If he found it, it would have been very hard. He allowed e5. And I forgot that my b4 pawn was attacked, but it's all good. Still winning. Still winning. Yeah, okay. I found the best move here, hg4. I had a feeling that I had to do something. I had to kind of block this knight and get into the game, instead of trying to keep this pawn here when you can never really capture it. So I looked at bishop h7, right? And it's still winning, but after king f7, now it's like, well, I still have to play g4. I guess king d5 here is fine. And knight g6 I have, okay, knight 6 I have this. So it's still winning. But g4 is just much better. Because after c4, which is pretty much forced, and you play b4 here, then bishop f5, king f7, and king d5, and you don't have c4. So c4 has to be played first, but it didn't matter. Bishop a7. Here, this is still winning. I was worried that this might lead to a draw, but apparently it doesn't. So yeah, that was probably my bad. 4, e6. Okay. g5 knight there. g6. And then here, it doesn't matter what black does, to be honest, because king d7, basically just g7 that you have to take, and then this should be enough, should be sufficient to win. But our opponent played knight d7 and walked right into mate. So a very beautiful checkmate. You don't get a bishop pair checkmate on the board every game. So yeah, I think that was a very nice game. I'm glad that I won against the Dutch. So very nice game. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.